Oh, say does that.
They gon' know me as legendary. When he stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
Ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option.
How about that pass? Come on, that was amazing. Nice.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
Clearly. David, thank you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Brooklyn, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference. And, of course, the Detroit Pistons, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record. So the Nets starting 5. We've got Brown, Harden out there with Harris, and it's Durant, and it's Griffin in at the 5. And for Detroit, Bay and Grant are the forwards. He's out there with Cunningham, and it's Stewart in at the center. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie seasons.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game, and I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
Here's Griffin, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is.
He misses the free throw.
Despite all the injuries, Griffin was given the big contract. That kind of thing is a guessing game, but with high stakes.
And he sinks the second.
And Smitty, inevitable that a player's physical gifts may diminish over the years. But one thing about Blake Griffin that will never go away is his leadership ability.
I totally agree. He's one of the most respected players in the NBA, and that will continue even after his playing days are over. Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Harden the pass to KD. Harden with a screen on Bay. KD drives in, and then Durant with the dunk.
Putting the ball on the deck, shaking off contact, Durant can get pretty much anything he wants.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Now, here's Cunningham, guarded by Harden. Cunningham's shot is off. Outside Griffin. Back to Harden. The pass to Griffin. Over Hayes. Outside for Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Second chance shot. Doesn't go for him. And it's Detroit the other way, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Ugly, ugly display. I thought they'd be more competitive, but I was wrong.
Harden the pass to KD. Harden sets the pick for KD. And he drives in. It's deflected, and he stays with it. Goes back up. Drained for 2 points. KD's got his second bucket of the night.
It looks so easy for KD to rise up and knock that down.
Grant with a screen on Harden. Cunningham with it. Picked up by Brown. Yep, that one goes in there. Cunningham's got 6 points. Here is Harden. He had 16 points in the win against Atlanta. Pass to KD. Griffin a screen on Bay. Detroit with the rebound. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
You don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night. You just have to send more guys to the glass.
Now, here is Harden, following the miss by Cade Cunningham.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Nets trail by 3. Passes it to Harris. Pass to Harden. Outside, KD. And the Nets miss again.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with this offense.
Grant sets a screen for Cunningham. No good on the shot. The Nets go the other way with it. Brown kicks to Harden. Outside, KD. Harden with a screen on Bay. It's Durant with the drive.
Slashing in for the hammer. KD showing how to punish the rim.
Now Cunningham. He's got 6. The pass to Bay. Pass to Grant. There's the 3, and Durant sends it back.
Beautiful defense from KD, a capable shot blocker, both on ball and in help situations.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Cunningham. Jacks up a 3. Can't hit that one. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
It's your Pistons mascot.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Setting the 4 for the Nets. We've got Carter. James Johnson is out there with Bembry. And it's Mills. And it's Aldridge in at the center, filling out the middle. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." And Coach Dwayne Casey says, if we bring this same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen. Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. Now, here's Mills. 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off.
What I really love about Jeremy Grant is his work ethic. He's really put in time to improve his scoring.
Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have the consistent 3-ball. Now, you got to at least honor it.
And for Josh Jackson, Steve, the start to his NBA career might not have gone quite as he had imagined. but he persevered.
He did. He deserves a ton of credit for the way he went about his business. He spent time in the G League and never once complained about his situation. He worked his tail off, refined his game, and cemented his place in this league.
First one falls for him. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And here's Carter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Joseph gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Paul Millsap's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Passes it to Bembry. Carter outside, 6 to shoot. Here's Bembry, guarded by Jackson. And the Nets miss again. The Pistons lead it. Second quarter of action, about 1.5 minutes played. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Nets second.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
And the first one drops. Detroit making a switch here. Lee's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Mills dishes to Millsap. That shot off the mark. The Pistons go the other way with it. Diallo the pass to Olynyk. Dishes it to Lee. Grant with a screen on Carter. It's stolen by Carter. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Takes it inside. Feeds to Millsap. And it's denied.
A fearless big man. Olynyk isn't afraid to challenge opponents on their shots.
Here's Grant. Brooklyn with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Jackson looking it over. Mills with the steal. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Nice defensive reflexes from Jeremy Grant. Able to get in there and throw off that shot.
Right side Jackson. Olynyk sets a screen for Jackson. 5 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot. It's stolen by Carter. There's Bembry. He's guarded by Diallo. That puts them in the lead. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game, but both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses. Protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart checked in for Jeremy Grant. Bay comes in for Josh Jackson. Jackson, he's checked in for Diallo. And Hayes subbed in for Lee. Now here's Bay. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Jackson. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Harris. Stolen by Jackson. And Durant sends it back. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition. All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. He's coming off an excellent season. 7th in three-point field goal percentage. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency from 3 last year, top 10 in the league, he's truly a dead-eye shooter when he gets it going.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And so Olynyk nails both of them.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Griffin finds Harden. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Olynyk. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And the basket by Harris.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
He's with it. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
And something that Harden continues to work on. That kind of defensive effort makes his coach.
The Nets.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid, and it pains me to say this, but I think we need some insight from Professor Diesel. Secrets to success in the second half?
You want the regular voice of the professor, Ernie?
I'll take whatever you got.
It's easy, Ernie.
Now let's talk about this matchup. So far, a good start for the Brooklyn Nets.
They've come out determined to push the pace. Up-tempo offense, getting the ball up court as quickly as possible. The advantage in transition points has been the major difference in this game.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to be...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Bay and Grant are the forwards. He's out there with Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at the center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
The incredible energy of Blake Griffin, skilled at sticking with plays and finishing them off.
Now, here's Cunningham. Defense right on him. Griffin against Stewart. Inside. He can't get that one. Nice D from Griffin. Nets leading by 9. Harris looking it over. Second shot opportunity. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
That's good from Harris.
Improving every season he's been in the league. Harris is quietly one of the best perimeter shooters in the game.
Cunningham passes to Grant. He kicks to Hayes. He takes it in. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
The defender trying to knock Hayes off his rhythm, but he is a well-built kid who easily absorbs contact.
90 seconds now into the second half.
Talking about Killian Hayes, you see raw potential. A point guard with outstanding size, which makes him an enticing player to watch.
Here's Harris. Got a hand on it. Out to the right wing. Bay wide open, and he fired. Drops in the tray. Bay's got it back down to within single digits for the Pistons. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Smitty, one thing with Hayes, he's got to work on his shooting. The athleticism is there, but in this league, you got to be able to shoot the rock.
I think it'll come, GA. I think it'll come in time, as long as he works hard with his coaches, especially from outside the arc.
4 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot. And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
Jackson, he's checked in for Detroit. Corey Joseph comes in for Hayes. No good on the second free throw. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend. And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait.
2 minutes remaining.
On the wing, Jackson.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left in the third. Out to Lee. Over to the left wing. Bay, no good. Nets leading by 6. Mills in the corner. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Aldridge. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And stolen by Aldridge. Carter with it. He's picked up by Lee. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Back to Mills. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Bembry. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pistons trail by 6. Pass to Bay. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Back to Bay. Lock at 6. Here's Olynyk. Count that one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Mills, covered by Lee. Mills looking it over. Double team on Aldridge. They could use a bucket. And again, it's the Nets missing. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Brooklyn ahead, up by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
All right. Look who's coming.
Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Possession by possession. The only way we're going to get back in this game. Starting right now. Possession by possession. Let's stay together. That's all we got, man.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Bruce Brown is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Harris in at the two-guard position. It's good.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler. Absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. They trail by 6. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. 11 feet away and too long on the shot. And for the Nets, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Stewart with the steal. Here's Diallo. And he banks in the layup.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Harden surveying the D. Griffin kicks to Durant. Griffin sets the screen for Durant. Over Diallo. That one doesn't go. And it's Detroit the other way. Now, here's Cunningham. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Harden with the defensive effort. Brown finds Harris. Now Harden. Back to Harris. Three-pointer. And he's good on the three ball.
And you can't give Harris any breathing room to shoot, especially when he's looking to fire the three ball.
And the pass to Grant. Now, here's Cunningham. Back to Grant. Rebound, Brooklyn. KD's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Pistons trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Grant. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Here's KD. Over Diallo. No good from Durant.
High percentage look for him, but bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Hayes the pass to Grant. Shoots over Brown. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Grant.
That's a nice physical play by Grant, pushing through the contact to get to his finish.
Pass to Harden. Now the feed to Griffin. Brown outside. Pass to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's KD. It's hauled in by Stewart. The Pistons have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. To the left wing. No good from Grant. Nets leading by 7. Harden outside. Pass to Durant. pick by Griffin. From 13, Durant with another miss. The Pistons shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
You know, very few scouts felt that Jeremy Grant would ever become this kind of three-point shooter.
56 seconds left in the game. High post, KD. He hours it. Out to Harris. And right away, they match him with a three-pointer of their own. And the Nets lead by 7. Hayes checked in for the Pistons. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thank you, David. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bay.
And the long arms of Durant, so disruptive. He takes up a lot of airspace.
Griffin dishes to Harden. The pass to KD. Shot clock at 6. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you later.